Today I'll be comparing and contrasting the way mirrors and reflections are used in both Psycho and Dressed to Kill. Psycho was released in 1960, directed by Alfred Hitchcock. The film stars Anthony Perkins, Vera Miles, and Janet Leigh. It tells the story of Marion Crane, a woman who steals money from her job in Phoenix and flees to California, staying the night at the Bates Motel. While taking a shower during her stay, she is murdered by Norman Bates, disguised as his mother. We later find out that Norman is his mother, a fact discovered by Lila Crane and Samuel Loomis after their investigations. When I discuss Dressed to Kill, I'll be referring to Dr. Robert Elliott and Bobby as two separate characters and gendering them as such. Dressed to Kill was released in 1980, directed by Brian De Palma. It is a direct riff on Psycho. The film at first centers around housewife Kate Miller, played by Angie Dickinson, who ends up getting slashed to death in an elevator. The protagonist role then switches to Liz Blake, played by Nancy Allen, who, after being accused of the murder, teams up with Kate's son Peter, played by Keith Gordon, to discover the true identity of the killer, who they know is one of Dr. Robert Elliott, played by Michael Caine's, patients. After discovering that the killer, Bobby, is what I can best describe as the alternate transgender personality of Dr. Robert Elliott, he is arrested and sent to a mental asylum. As Donald Spotto wrote in The Art of Alfred Hitchcock, the mirror is not only a traditional, disturbing Gothic prop, it's also a marker of the haunted double, and it effectively splits everyone's image. Mirrors are everywhere in both Psycho and Dressed to Kill. While Psycho uses mirrors to, quote, effectively split everyone's image, Dressed to Kill's mirror symbolism is between characters, with the exception of Dr. Elliott / Bobby's split personality.
And when I speak of transsexuals, I tend to speak of male to female because there are a whole lot more of them than going the other way. And an awful lot of them have real macho backgrounds. I know a police captain, a West Pointer, a couple of fighter pilots. They all...
In Psycho, mirrors are placed in almost every scene, from the hotel room, to the rearview mirror, to the Bates Motel. The main characters functionally have an alternative self. Marion's good, honest worker self, contrasted with her thieving, runaway self. Samuel's manly, righteous self, contrasted with his deaded, lustful self. And most important of all, Norman's timid but polite self, contrasted with his murderous mother personality. We see Marion reflected in mirrors constantly throughout the film, but mostly in the Bates Motel. This is where her two sides are fighting it out. Does she return the money and be the good, honest self? Or does she stay on the run and be the thieving, dishonest self? These mirrors represent not just Norman's, but every character's darker side. Again, as Spotto said, the mirror, a marker of the haunted double, and it effectively splits everyone's image.